Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new League Racing highlights video. We're here today for round 4 of season 2 in the RaceTech Teams Championship. And as you can see on the left hand side, we have the team standings after Jeddah round 3, and we're just 1 point behind our previous team, R8G Esports, and a further 17 points to Williams Sim Racing at the top. And we're kind of, the top 3 are starting to edge away from the midfield at the moment. 40 points clear, more than 40 points clear of Veloce Academy and FVR at the moment. So yeah, looking good to try and solidify ourselves as kind of best of the rest, and maybe even try and take the challenge to the top 2 esports teams. But yeah, jumping into qualifying here, the curse with the recordings continue. Apologies for that. As you can see, we are currently P5 in Q1, and yeah, this race was definitely an interesting one. Mexico's been a tough one for me on this game, and to make it even worse, we had to switch rigs just a couple of days before this race, giving my old esports rig back, and yeah, we weren't feeling confident into this one. We were feeling very, very inconsistent. The pace was more or less there. We were just very, very inconsistent and felt uncomfortable heading into this one. We just didn't have enough time to get on, consistently good lap times. But yeah, coming across the line here in the first round of Q2, we set 13.8, which is it's not going to be good enough. Basically, it's a solid banker, but we know we have more in the tank. We know we need to go a bit quicker here. We need to be doing at least kind of a 0.6 or maybe a low 7 to see us through Q2 in this track. So yeah, here we go guys for our first hot lap of the video. Last lap of Q2 here, and burning the battery down into turn 1 here. Going to be flicking the car in aggressively, clipping the curb on the inside, trying to set up the car for a good release off turn 2 and turn 3, getting the traction down. And yeah, improving by 1 or 2 hundredths here towards the end of sector 1. Not too good, not too bad. Going a little bit wide of turn 4, which would compromise us through this right hander. Would have given us a slightly worse exit into this double right. Heading a little bit wide, getting decent rotation though. So yeah, we're 70 thousandths up on that 0.8, going aggressive on the entry of the S section there, trying to carry lots of speed through here, and basically maintaining that 700ths. But we know we probably need a little bit more heading into this last sector. So what do we do here? Bumping over the curb, not too bad. And it's just, yeah, the lap doesn't look too bad. It's just maybe a little bit too safe as we headed up to momentarily 2 tenths up there. We really lost all of the time on the exit of that little hairpin section. And heading up to the line, it's only 8 hundredths improvement. And we only do a 13.7, and we are P10. And as we skip on to the end of the session, we are out once again in Q2 in Mexico and RaceTech, and yeah, only P12 on the grid, and yeah, we just didn't feel comfortable to push consistently. But we're ready for the lights now. We're going for the hard medium strategy. 5 red lights are on now, and it's lights out and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. How is our start compared to the cars around us on the medium tyres? Not too bad. We have Tony Atala immediately on our right hand side on the mediums. We're going to be pinched a little bit in the middle here, as we have Alexander Dimas on our left hand side also on the mediums, and yeah, a little bit pinched in the middle, nearly hitting the back of our former teammate from last season, Alex Santana. And yeah, we survive the upper position, and yeah, we're just going to be looking to see if there's any little early positions to pick off. I know these guys around us are on better tyres, and I've done absolutely zero practice starting on the hard. So yeah, these first couple of laps were very, very difficult. Even more difficult with Alex Santana just diving down our inside into the S section with a broken wing from that first few corner incident that he was having. And yeah, he's keeping his car in there.
Broken wing.
Very bold, very brave. But yeah, we survived that. We're into P11 once again, and yeah, we're just looking to see if we can pick off a position here. Also, kind of half defending from the cars behind as well by going for that down the inside. But we're momentarily through on Alexander Dimas here, but he gets the better traction, better run through the last corner, and we're relegated back down into P11. But yeah, the objective for the start is basically to try and hold on to as much track position as we can. whilst our hard tyres come up to temperature, whilst they start to match those medium tyres around us, and we have no hard runners in sight basically in the cars around us. The nearest car I believe is Gabor Shontos in P7, along with our teammate Joe Murphy in P6. So yeah, it'll be a matter of surviving these first few laps and doing our best to try and reconnect. But as we head down the inside of Dimas once again through turn 4, we get kind of pinched by his teammate on the inside, Ryan Modler, and once again we are held at bay.
Why am I getting hit?
And we get a little bit of a hit from Tony Natala there. Obviously, still a little bit annoyed from qualifying, but honestly, I didn't feel too hard done by it. It wasn't as bad as our emotions, I suppose, in Saudi, where I was really disappointed in quali. I knew it was going to be difficult, kind of on a new rig, new pedal configuration, and even a new wheel as well, actually. So a lot of new things to try and get adjusted to. But as you can see here, skipping on to lap 5, we're all over the back here of Alexander Dimas, so we are applying the blowtorch to the back of the VNT car as we fake a move as we go into the stadium section. We send him a little bit wide there. Dummy pays off, and we're just going to compromise him through this whole section here. Make sure we're right on the back of him as we head out of this last corner to start lap 6. We have a full battery, and we're going to burn our whole battery basically all the way down the straight. And this is the kind of time where the hards are starting to warm up. We can see Fabrizio Donoso making up a position or two behind us as well. So this is the time to strike as we head down the inside of Dimas here, heading around the outside of turn 2, trying to leave him a bit of room on the inside of turn 2 there, and we're up into P10 with the fastest lap of the race to boot. So yeah, that kind of it was basically the start of the charge here. The tyres are warming up. We're feeling a little bit more confident. Obviously getting used to our equipment, used to the tyres, with the lack of practice on the hards, and it'll be a matter of picking these cars off one by one until I basically reach Gabor and my teammate on the hard tyres, so I can reconnect with them and basically save my tyres after pushing these first few laps. As you can see, our grip is far superior than Ryan Modler's as we make an easy position heading out of the S section there, up into P9 now, and onto the back of Joel Marquardt here. Had a little bit of a battle with him in the early stages of Saudi Arabia last week on the first couple of laps, so we'll be looking to continue that into the start of lap 7 here. DRS open, battery is being burned, and we're right in the wheel tracks now of the McLaren. We're going to look to go for the move on the entire turn. We're going to go deep on the brakes, basically compromise him here, force him to go a little bit wide at the apex and try and get a better run off of turn 3 here. We're right behind him now. DRS open once again, right in the slipstream, burning the rest of the battery down towards turn 4, and we're going to go down the inside of turn 4, nice and easy there. And we're now connected with the hard tyres. We're going to save our power battery, try and save the tyres a little bit as well behind these guys until they start making moves through the medium runners. Speaking of, heading on to lap 9, our teammate Joe Murphy making moves on Elliot Tomasetto on the medium tyres for TES. And next up, it'll be Gabor going for the move as well. Looks like Elliot's really struggling on those medium tyres, so going to try and strike whilst the iron's hot, whilst he's vulnerable. And they're burning a lot of battery down this straight, so we're going to turn the battery off, keep our distance a little bit, save the battery, and make sure we have plenty to burn down this next straight as we get hopefully a better traction than Elliot here, which we do. And firmly in the slipstream, burning the battery down once again, and we're going to do the same as we did to Joel, down the inside of turn 4. Nice easy move once again. He knows he's not really in our race and he lets us go there, so intelligent and smart stuff by him. But skipping on now to the end of lap 10, we have Elliot's teammate Jan Halliday here, also on the medium tyres, and once again they're going to be burning a lot of battery ahead of us, so we're going to turn it off once again, save the battery up, and let these guys go at it, burning all their battery down towards turn 1, down towards turn 4 on the next DRS straight, and wait basically for our opportunity. We have no pressure from behind, all medium runners. We have the clear advantage on tyres at the moment, and as you can see, they're going to keep on burning all the way down to turn 4. Jan's not going to give this up easily. Gabble's going to dive down the inside here, and he gets it completely wrong on the brakes, sends Jan out wide, and we're basically pinched in behind them here, sandwiched between them almost, well, boxed in I should say, as I think Gabble knew he had to give that position back to Jan, compromised us, but yeah, we pick up a position on Gabble there. And now we're going to be saving up our, well, not really saving up our battery, but just basically biding our time onto the main straight to go for the move on Jan Halliday. We're still within the DRS of the cars in front for the time being, so no danger in that regard either, as our teammate is moving up into the provisional podium positions at the moment in that lovely pink V-carb. But heading off the last corner here, we have a full battery, and we're going to burn once again all the way down this straight to make this move happen against Jan Halliday on his old medium tyres. As you can see, we're getting a lovely well, not a lovely slipstream, but yeah, we're going to get the slipstream down towards turn 1, and yeah, once again, nice easy move into turn 1. And next up is Istvan Pukki in the Williams Sim Racing car, and his teammate Nelson Alves as well. Our teammate moving up into P2 behind Joris Krozen, also on the medium tyres. So yeah, we're basically in net P2 on the hard medium strategy, and we're looking good to yeah, pick these guys off very soon as Nelson Alves jumps into the pits, and we're going to burn our battery to get past his teammate Istvan Pukki as soon as possible here. DRS open, and yeah, in just a moment here, we're just drawing alongside ever so slowly, but yeah, mover's done into turn 1, and our teammate takes the lead as well in the process. So yeah, once again, save the battery. We're just basically chilling until the end of the lap, as you can see here. Full battery once again, and we're going to basically use Joris Krozen's DRS here and slipstream to slingshot us back to our teammate, who's currently 1.9, 1.8, 1.7 and falling. Yeah, basically get that gap gone with the DRS and the battery here, and yeah, it will just be a matter of trying to save tyres behind him. Obviously we've had a little bit more work to do coming from further back, and we've had to stress our tyres a little bit more, and we basically want to go as long as possible in this stint. We're looking to target lap 25, lap 26 for both of us, give us a really fresh set of mediums to attack aggressively in the last 10 laps of this Grand Prix. As you can see, we've broken out of the DRS of Joris Krozen and Gabriel Schontos behind, and we have a 2-second buffer to the next hard runners now, and we've reached our teammate, so it's now time to save up the battery, save up the tyres, and basically spend the next 10 laps.
This is literally
yeah, obviously trying to go as quickly as possible, but buying ourselves a strategic advantage, not only against the medium hard runners, but also the other hard medium runners behind us. As you can see, we've stretched out the gap a little bit now to Gabriel Schontos, about 6 or 7 tenths extended now to him. Gabriel Gutino at 4 seconds, with Rizzo Donoso dropping back a little bit. I think he maybe didn't save his tyres too well in that first stint, but yeah, now skipping on to the end of lap 20, the gap behind is extended once again to 3.2. So yeah, looking good right now. Pace is looking good from myself and Joe Murphy here, leading away. And as you can hear, maybe in the background, from our engineer, they had a bit of a concern that I wasn't going to make it to lap 26, lap 25, but fortunately, with some extra saving, we're just about going to make it possible. And our teammate doesn't have the tyre wear to go to lap 26 himself, and we don't really want to go as early as 24, so it's good that we're managing to make that happen at the moment, as Gabriel Schontos pulls into the pits. Our teammate Joe Murphy goes a little bit wide in turn 1 there, loses us a little bit of time. Yeah, somewhere between, I mean, probably 7 tenths, well, half a second to 7 tenths probably in that moment, and you can tell he's starting to struggle on these old tyres. Obviously, he's got no one to save behind, and we get to the end of lap 25. He was critical on tyre wear. He had to go that lap, and we have just enough of a window to basically push flat out on very old tyres here, and have hopefully a nice big advantage to the medium hard runners into the last 10 laps. As you can see, the gap behind us is currently 11.7 to Nelson Alves, who's the net leader on the medium hard strategy. And yeah, we're just going to be pushing flat out on this lap. We have no reason to save anymore. We're just going to be teetering on the 80% tyre puncture territory as we finish this lap. But yeah, we would have to be very seriously unlucky to pick up a puncture directly on 80%. It is possible, of course, but yeah, we're going to push on now, try our best to negate that one lap overcut to our teammate and try and connect to him as soon as possible as we charge back through the field. Obviously, a one lap tyre advantage doesn't sound like a lot, but in a track like Mexico, where the tyres are quite critical, it really does make a difference, and it will help us propel towards the leaders in the last few laps of this race. But yeah, putting into the pit lane now, the gap hasn't really changed from ourselves to Nelson Alves. It was 11.7 at the start of the lap. It was actually 11.9 as we came around that last corner. Gap coming down all the time now, obviously. But yeah, no, we were kind of matching them as they're kind of, I guess, looking to preserve their tyres, not looking to push flat out, obviously, straight away. But they were able to extend that medium stint fairly well at the start of the race, lap 12, lap 13, I believe, for the Williams guys. As we come out of the pits here, as you can see, we're emerging right into this medium hard train, as we're going to be right in the middle of Joris Krozen and Luca Rapace here into the first corner. We're going to get sandwiched between them, nowhere to go for us, still side by side with all of them through turn 2, and Joris goes for a spin on the inside of turn 2, crashes with Ryan Modler, and the safety car is out as we're trying to race Luca Rapace here to try and be ahead under the safety car. Unfortunately, are you serious? Unfortunately, we lose that position. But yeah, he's got a 3-second penalty. I'm not sure if that's legit. So yeah, no matter the case, we'll probably be in front of him, whether we manage to overtake him or not. But he does have a couple of lap older tyres than us as well, which is quite substantial in this track. And as you can see, the medium hard runners decide to box. Yeah, their tyres would have been about 15 laps old on old hard tyres, so yeah, they basically had to box. And yeah, we're up into a net P5. We were kind of a little bit gutted because I think we would have had the pace quite easily to catch the leaders. We were catching, well, our teammate was catching, I think, 2 or 3 seconds in that one lap he had. Obviously that advantage would have died out a little bit, but we certainly would have caught them. But yeah, we're on lap 30 now. We're here with the cards we've been dealt, and yeah, it's definitely not worked out badly for us by any stretch. We have fresher tyres than every single car in front of us, and we're looking to get aggressive into the last 6 laps of this Grand Prix. But as we tried to accelerate off this hairpin,
it's stopping me. What
the game was stopping me with the throttle. It wasn't letting me accelerate. And I think it's because we went, well, our teammate Joe Murphy, currently leading this race,
until the last corner.
I think he went a little bit early, and it can stop you from accelerating, or apparently not everyone, it just was stopping us and some of the cars behind us. But heading on to the next lap now, we've managed to close the gap down, recharge the battery, and we're now looking to try and recover some of this track position against some of these earlier boxers. Like Luca Rapace, Gabriel Quintino and Gabo Shontos, with I believe 3 laps older tyres on his particular kick Sauber car, heading out of turn 3 here. And yeah, we're going to keep on burning the battery. We want to keep this pressure high on Luca Rapace, and we're going to down the inside of turn 4, clipping the back of him slightly there. We got very lucky to not lose our wing. Yeah, the closing speed was a lot more than I was expecting. Heading around the outside here of turn 6, the double right-hander, and yeah, we're going to keep our nose in here, not being left a lot of space on the exit of that double right. We return the favour into the S's, and we are up into P4 here, and we've yeah, we've got Gabriel Contino, 2 lap older tyres I believe as well, and as previously mentioned, Gabor on 3 lap older. So yeah, quite an advantage we have, and yeah, we're going to try and strike whilst the iron's hot. Gabor doesn't have the DRS. We are right in the wheel tracks of Gabriel Quintino. We only have 50% battery heading off the last corner, but we're going to choose to burn it anyway. try and make this move stick on Gabor here, as the DRS is enabled now. And we're going to take the slipstream all the way down this long straight. Do we have enough overspeed to try and get down the inside of Gabor into the first corner? Yes, we do. Here we go, down the inside. A little bit of contact. Yeah, a little bit of a...
Is that okay? Or?
Little bit of a nudge on the inside there, but yeah, I don't think it really changed the outcome. We were ahead, and we were always going to make that move happen anyway. So we're up onto the podium now from P12 on the grid. This race is working out, better than we were expecting after qualifying here, heading on to the end of lap 33, start of lap 34. We are in the wheel tracks of Gabriel Quintino, and yeah, we're going to look to make quick work of him down this DRS straight, closing and closing all the time with that DRS and slipstream, and yeah, work, and the job is done into turn 1 with 3 laps to go of this race. Our teammate is cleared off in front. His pace has been great today, with the exception of the lockup in lap 23, and it was quite funny because that lockup and that time loss was probably what caused the safety car indirectly, because we wouldn't have been in that mess in the first place. But it looks like it's worked out for us today. We're starting the last lap of the race 1-2 as a team. We've got the DRS from our teammate, very kindly let us in to avoid any kind of potential risk from behind, but I think we were doing pretty comfortable anyway. But I just noticed that Gabriel Coutinho had very, very low wings, so yeah, not taking any risks as Nelson Alves moves up into the top 5. So yeah, good recovery from him. Obviously they'll feel hard done by down at Williams with the safety car, but you know, this is the part of the game and part of picking the strategy as well. It happened the other way around to us in Monza last season. We were a little bit unfortunate, and it benefited Nicolas Longuet on that day as well, and Jan Halliday. So yeah, heading through the middle sector now of the last lap. It is basically don't mess it up now, no silly mistakes, bring it home. And yeah, at this point I don't think the radio was in it, or maybe it was early in the lap, but Joe did very kindly offer us the win. Obviously we're in the Drivers' Championship fight as well, and Joe's not in that, not doing every round, but I decided against it, decided to let him keep it. He deserved the win, and we're going to come across the line here for SCI 1-2.
Let's fucking go! Let's go!
Yeah, as you can hear, it means a lot to everyone. Great job by everyone. Great execution, and yeah, we're going to take a serious bite out of the championship lead of Williams. We may have just actually taken the lead of the championship with Nelson down in P5 and Isfan, I think he was 7th, I believe. The screen was literally just there, I wasn't really looking, but yeah, I think we may have just taken the lead of the championship with that 1-2 there, gaining a lot of points over RHG, a lot of points over Williams. So yeah, great result there, 1-2 for the team. Obviously I want to win, and yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more selfish, but yeah, I knew Joe deserved it, so yeah, I was happy for him to keep that one and move on to the second half of the season in, I believe, round 5. It might be Brazil, it might not be, I can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah, whatever it is, I hope you guys are looking forward to that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well, very entertaining race. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.